Hello YouTubers, this is Robert Harriet from Everything Under the Sun. In this video we're going to be going over a simple and quick process in Photoshop for turning your average snapshot into a professional looking photograph. First things first, open your picture in Adobe Photoshop. I'm going to be using a snapshot of a friend of mine that was taken at a soccer game. As you can see, it's a pretty normal photo, the colors are pretty dull and monotone, and the lighting's not really up to par. We're going to make this look like a professional took it. First thing you need to do when you open your photo is get rid of any blemishes on your subject's skin. Newer Photoshop versions have a tool called the blemish tool specifically for doing this, but it doesn't give you much control, so I still prefer using the old method of the clone stamp tool. The clone stamp tool works by taking an area near the blemish and cloning it over the blemish, so it's like there's nothing there. First thing you need to do is decide whether it's a dark spot or a light spot. If it's a dark spot, you want to set the blending mode on your clone stamp tool to lighten, and set it to a low opacity around 20%. Hold in Alt and click on an area of skin right next to the dark patch, then let go of Alt and click several times around the dark patch until it's gone. And repeat this process with every dark patch. You want to use a small brush size that's just about exactly the same size as the dark patch you're covering. A large brush size will make it obvious that you are using the clone stamp tool. So repeat this process all around the face until you've covered up all the blemishes. I probably won't do every one in this video just for the sake of time. And then if it's a bright spot like we have up here, you want to set your blending mode to darken and then do the exact same thing. And it'll dull down those bright spots so they don't stick out so much. Just keep switching to darken and lighten as you notice more areas that you want to color correct. Once you've got all your blemishes satisfactorily covered on the picture, zoom back out, and the next thing you're going to do is duplicate your layer. You want to set the blending mode of the top layer to overlay and bring the opacity down to about 60%. As you can see, just doing that already brightened the colors and added a lot more contrast to the picture. Next thing we're going to do is fix the lighting so it looks more dramatic. On the top layer, go to Filter, Render, Lighting Effects. Then drag the lighting effects so it covers most of the screen. And then as you can see, that's pretty harsh, so what we want to do is drag the focus down, which basically softens it up and makes it blend out more. Center the light around the hair, or around the face and the shoulder area. Make sure you get the forehead. Now you can see it looks like it's a nice sunny day rather than a lame cloudy day. Next thing we want to do is make it look like only the person that the picture was taken of is in focus. Right now everything's at about the same focus level, so it doesn't look like the subject's really standing out. So what you want to do is go back to your background layer and select the areas that you do want to be in focus. Obviously areas you want to be in focus on a person or the face, and for this picture we'll also get the hand since she's giving a thumbs up. Once you have the areas you want to be in focus selected, go to Select, Inverse, and this will select everything that you don't want to be in focus. Now go to Select, Modify, Feather, and feather the selection by about 15 to 20 pixels. This will soften the edge so it blends out of focus rather than just having a sharp line where it goes out of focus. Then with this area still selected, go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur, and blur it by about 3 pixels. As you can see, this made the whole background a little blurry and made it so just the face and the hand stand out. Then go to your top layer with the lighting effects and also blur that one, but on this one do it a little less, only about 2 pixels. Now deselect and look at your final product. As you can see, there's a lot more contrast and the subject stands out because the background is blurred away. We also have some nice lighting effects. If you open up the original photo, after saving this one as a PSD of course, maximizing compatibility, open the original photo, and if you look at the two next to each other you can see that there's really no comparison. The original is just bland, no lighting effects, and looks like your average snapshot, and the final looks like a professional photograph. Thanks for watching. That's how you turn a snapshot into a Proshot.